Welcome to the third episode of our
Thing.
podcast.
Maybe it's a podcast.
Podcast,
We're
video.
having a bit of an identity crisis.
Who am I?
As is Calkins. Every day of his life. But, so, do you have something to say, Calkins?
Hi, Vsauce. Michael here. Or
That-
am I?
You can't.
And that's your one
That's
reference.
copyright. Oh, that should be
Nope.
copyright, isn't it?
Please sue us. We need some. We need something to
Yeah,
do. We need something to do.
So
So,
it would give me something to do with my fucking life.
yeah. I mean, you're already poor, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. A
Uh,
little bit.
don't flag me, YouTube, please. So, basically, this topic I came up with today is, you know, we see all these shitty horror movies coming out lately, like, The Strangers 2. No movie like The Strangers, if you've seen The Strangers, merits a fucking sequel. I mean, Matt probably liked it, because
I didn't even bother
he-
to see it. You fucking kidding me?
The Strangers came out
It's
10
that
years
bad.
ago. Just a horrible fucking movie. Just horrible. Like, the two main actors, Liv Tyler and the guy, like, it's like they weren't even actors. They got a real couple off the streets.
Was this Liv Tyler like pre or post Lord of the Rings?
I believe this is post.
Oh,
2008.
no.
2008.
No.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, sorry.
Okay.
But this is leading into, I want to go around to the guys here, and I think it would be entertaining to just kind of listen to what everyone would think, personally, what they think would make the best horror film they could, that they, in their mind, and myself, would think. You know, what would make the best horror movie for them.
Sand.
Uh,
It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere.
there's your one reference, Calkins.
Huh.
Take that one reference. Huh?
Oh, nothing.
What?
Nothing.
So, I don't know. Just kind of chip in. Like,
Okay.
what would make the
Rule number 1: practical effects monster.
practical? Okay, yeah, I agree.
Rule number 2:
I agree.
you can't rely on stupidity to drive the plot.
Yeah, the tripping over the tree stump in the
Yeah.
middle of the woods.
Oh no! I tripped. Oh, I dropped the keys. I can't get out.
Oh.
Personally, I'm more of a psychological horror kind of guy. Like I like Alfred Hitchcock and that stuff, where like
Oh,
plays
yeah.
with your mind more than like hack and slash kind of horror.
I like things with actual sort of mystery to them. Like the characters have to discover things that make it even more horrifying.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think
But
there
that-
needs to be a little mystery build up.
Mhm.
There definitely needs to be some psychological shit in there, because like, oh my god, some jump scares and a spooky demon that's stabbing people.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? But like, once it starts getting in your head, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah,
That's why I don't like possession movies. Like, if somebody's coming at me with a knife trying to stab me, I can punch that person. I have a small chance
Yeah.
of doing it, but I can do it. I can't punch a demon, right?
unless it's fucking like Evil Dead, where Ash just brutalizes the demons.
Season
just-
4 coming out soon.
Yeah. Great show, by the way. Highly recommend. Really fun. That's another topic, though.
Yeah, that's another topic.
Although, what Lewis said about the practical effects monster, like, that's my number one perfect. Like, if a movie attempts to use, like, a practical effects, like, monster or anything like that, like, say, like, the old thing, 1982 thing, John Carpenter, the quintessential practical effects monster.
That is great.
To couple that with
That
Alien
movie
in
is
'79, two fucking great movies.
Yeah, no, and they're well received even to this day. So I don't understand why people
Yeah.
are like, "Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
want to do it like that."
We want
don't
Unfriended.
We know what success looks like.
Yeah,
Let's
and we
try
can
something
obviously
new.
Let's stop doing that.
let's spend $100 million on CGI monsters when back in the '70s, '80s
Yeah.
they were making successful movies with fucking monsters that they made with their own hands.
Oh,
If we have-
yeah.
I think though also the monster, at least in monster horror,
Yeah.
is only as good as the rules that sort of govern it.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point.
You know, and you need to be careful to make the rules affect like the viewer. Like,
Yeah.
You know, it needs to be like. Did you ever see what's that movie called? Like the Babadook or
Oh,
whatever.
the Babadook.
Where you could like
2014.
if you didn't believe in it, it couldn't hurt you.
Yeah.
That's a neat.
So
Yeah.
that's where it starts
Yeah.
getting your head. As soon as you think, is it real?
Yeah,
then you
like
freak
if
yourself
you
Yeah.
start
out.
believing in it being real.
Yeah. Like
That's a clever sort of.
that's like a Nightmare on Elm Street type shit.
Yeah.
Where like if you die in your dream, you die in real life. You die in the game, you die in real life.
Oh god.
But Nightmare on Elm Street, if we were alive for that type of thing, which gives you an idea of how fucking old we are. But if
No,
we
I
were
remember they
were
remade
alive,
it. They did like a remake.
well,
of
they
it.
that's the no, we don't talk about that. That didn't even
Again,
have
the conversation is new things sucking more than old things.
the
So-
old Nightmare on Elm Street. Imagine being like a teenager when those came out and going to see it in theaters and going home and trying to sleep. You're like this 13, 14-year-old kid who just saw this fucking movie. And you're like, that's what you need for a good horror movie is like, you want to be scared walking out to your car at
13
night or
and 14?
13 or 14-year-old,
I'd
yeah.
be like 53 afraid to see that shit.
Well, that's you, Culkin.
You're afraid to see it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that's
afraid
true.
to
I
sit
don't
down
do-
and play Five Nights at Freddy's. You literally.
Oh, no.
You're.
Foreshadowing.
It took you 3 minutes.
6.
It took you 3 minutes to decide the best course of action was to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Which that's actually something that never I see come up. I never see it come up in horror movies, where somebody's never like, this demon's gonna torture me and eat me. I'm just gonna stick a gun in my mouth.
That's
Nobody ever takes that route
That's
out.
a very dark sort
Well,
of.
that's like,
Horror movies are fucking dark.
And-
would
No,
you
but
honestly
that's-
do that
That's
though?
like a cop out.
That's
Yeah.
that there wouldn't be a move like if the fucking like if Ripley and Aliens just like, oh fucking alien, I'm just gonna set myself on fire.
There are horror movies that have incorporated like people.
Well, it's like zombie movies mostly.
It's just never the main character because what's the point in the main character?
Oh yeah, I'm not saying the main character blow her head off. Like,
But like I mean, there's horror games and horror.
Well, yeah, yeah.
it's just not something I
movies
see a lot.
Incorporate it.
I
So
I mean
would
I
you want
don't.
more of like a monster type movie, or would
I
like,
my
demonic?
some of my
I think
favorite
a monster.
my favorite types of horror movies are honestly monster movies.
Yeah, because it's
I really
pretty
like
hard
monsters.
to not be scared of something that isn't like physically there.
Like see, I don't get scared by a possession movie because I'm not a religious person per se, and you not saying you have to be like religious, but there's
Well,
always some correlation.
The thing is,
to, like,
also the possession movies. There's always like them. They're always like fucking around with something that they
Shouldn't
they
be
ought
fucking
not
around with.
to.
yeah,
Like,
just close the fucking book.
Don't. If the book is made out of human skin, don't read it. Like, if the Ouija board is suddenly doing things on its own,
Yeah,
don't play.
yeah.
Don't use it anymore. Like, why would you even want to contact dead people? Like,
yeah,
that's a whole.
yeah.
Like, I don't like horror movies that start out with people making just really
dumb
decisions.
It's like that's exactly like
Like you
it's
said,
like the
Stupidity-driven
like
plots.
maybe
like
maybe,
Friday the 13th. You can't help that. That's just
Yeah.
he shows up.
Yeah, maybe.
What are you gonna do? It's a big, large killer guy.
It needs to be some like what makes people afraid is the fact that like
It's
they could
materialized.
just as like the viewers could just as easily be a part of this. horror
Tangible.
movie.
And
That's why
You
I like the psychological horror with the with like people,
Yeah.
because like you don't see really like monster movies with the inspired by true events, but like you'll see that shit in the beginning of like a movie about a serial killer, and then you're like, oh shit,
It's a
because
serial
you know
killer.
that like a person like actually did that, and that it's like a part of the human psyche that
Yeah.
is able to grasp that, because
let me
Well, I
let
mean,
me
something
just
for
say
me-
this.
Go ahead.
Or you
I
Well,
still
just-
like otherworldly things.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna
I'm
say
saying that's-
the thing
it's
about
cool.
like monster movies and like killers is that you can kill it, you just don't know how. That's what fucks with the brains of the characters.
But something for me is I don't like when the movie's gonna start out and immediately go into like inspired by true events that happened in, and then like, or give me some kind of explanation as to what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I like that little bit of mystery.
Yeah.
No, I think it should be something that like has major plot points that characters have to uncover.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly am not big on the monster movies with a ton of lore behind them.
Yeah, because then
I like it when, it's not like revealed through story. It's revealed through the character's own interpretation
Yeah.
of what's going on.
they know as much as you know as much as they know.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
Bigfoot movie is like, it's Bigfoot. But like
Bigfoot movie?
I don't know, like
They exist. They're not good.
Like the first alien. Like they don't know anything about
Yeah.
the alien.
Yeah.
They just start.
You don't
know,
you don't
they
hardly see it.
They figure things out about the alien eventually.
It's acid blood,
Yeah.
and you don't hardly see it even.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we're playing. We're playing Alien right now, aren't we?
And
Yeah.
You hardly see it.
yeah, no, and that.
But that makes
I-
it scarier.
I saw a
Yeah.
Pokeboy.
I mean, and
That's what I saw.
that's why I think that's part of the reason why I think that the prequel Alien movies aren't doing
Oh,
so well.
yeah.
Is because they're kind of explaining the entire thing.
Yeah, because the audience is supposed to have their own idea in their head
You know,
of
you
what
can't-
scares them.
I
You
mean,
can't be
sometimes-
scared of the unknown if it's known now.
Yeah, and like
You know.
the spoilers for Alien Covenant. If you haven't seen it,
Oh, God.
go fuck.
Not
It's
even
been a
spoilers.
fucking year.
Who
Who
gives
gives a
a
shit?
Yeah. Also,
It's
also, we're probably saving you.
Yes,
A
they
couple
just as an
hours.
example, they have like David created the alien or some shit
Yeah.
through infecting other beings on a different planet. And now it's like you go back and watch Alien and you're like, wow, I know exactly what this thing is.
Well, also,
It fucking takes away from the movie.
And Alien's my favorite movie ever. But Covenant, I just try to push out of my mind as like this one-off what if movie. Because I do not like that the alien has some sort of background.
yeah. What I like is with Alien too. Like the biggest thing was they couldn't pin it down at any point in time. Like it could pop up anywhere.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
ship.
Oh,
And
God.
it's like her best solution was to blow up the entire ship. She couldn't deal with the alien.
You know, actually,
Yeah.
that's something The Thing did as well. Where,
Yeah,
like,
no,
the
The
thing
Thing-
could just be anywhere at any time, and you just don't know. And
The
then,
Thing
oh,
was-
my buddy is
the-
evil and
The
eating
thing
me.
was
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh man, the thing's a masterful.
The thing is, I have a hard time
Oh, man.
putting in like a list with those two. The Thing and Alien, they're
Well,
like
that's
right
the
at the
thing, is
top.
that-
I don't know which
is that
one.
Good horror movies should be so different. Like if you think about it,
And they are.
objectively, The Thing and Alien are very, very similar movies. Practical effects monster, singular practical effects monster that neither party can pin down. They're way isolated.
Mhm, and they can't get
I
away.
think The
And they
Thing
can't
is
get
more
away.
about the monster, and Alien's more about the character Ripley.
There are appealing
The
like,
characters.
things about. There are appealing things about like each type of horror.
If
Like
I
the
was-
killer slasher, like I said, like that is an actual human. Like and we
Yeah.
can all relate to
Mhm.
each like other humans in some way or another.
Yeah.
With like for me personally, with like the demonic and like otherworldly shit, it's
Mm-hmm.
like I like history, and so if it's like some ancient like demon or something, I'm like, when was that like? When were people talking about that? Where did that come from?
Yeah,
What's
it
that
also
thing?
needs to be grounded. Like it
Yeah.
needs to be something that people can't outwardly dismiss.
I think if they gave me the option of Alien and The Thing to teach like a film class or something, and they're like, okay, teach these people how to make a slasher film, I would put on Alien. But if they said, teach these people how to make a monster film, I would put on The Thing.
The
and
Thing is a
And
great
if they're like,
example
teach
of
these people how to make a horror movie, I would make them watch both in a row and traumatize them.
Where's Alfred Hitchcock in that one, man?
Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho. That's it's a
Birds.
suspense.
Birds.
But
Try
I
Birdemic.
do. That's
Hell
the thing. I do think that a good horror movie needs to have a good bit of suspense.
Yeah.
If I'm not on the edge of my seat, feeling the tension, yeah, I'm probably not going to get anywhere.
Oh my god, I
Oh
remember.
my god, a jump scare.
I just think that along with the monster, you don't want a monster just killing off useless characters.
Yeah,
You need to be invested in the character. In my opinion, there needs to be a one main character who encompasses everything you feel as the audience. That's why they can't. I don't like when the character's like, oh, I know everything about the monster, things like that, because you can kind of learn things with them. They're completely blind to it, and so are you.
Mhm.
And you don't ever see the monster. Like Ripley doesn't know shit about the alien.
Well, that's part of the suspense thing is that you like learn things about it with the character, and then you go like, oh shit, you can make your own connection. Like I remember watching Psycho, and there's this part she's just driving down the highway,
Yeah.
but the way the camera works and then
Yeah.
the music, I'm like, shit, what the fuck's happening? Like, is
Yeah.
she getting caught right now?
Yeah.
Are the police gonna chase her or some shit? Is she gonna crash? But no, she's just driving down the fucking highway, and it's like 2 minutes of her doing that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and
oh.
you're like expect something to happen. You're like,
Oh, nothing.
and they're like,
Yeah.
oh god, I'm sweaty. Why am I sweaty? Nothing's happening.
no.
Yeah.
No,
Fuck.
that's-
She's probably too. Like, it's great.
Yeah. Also, what you were saying about the characters too. Like you also need each death to mean something.
Yeah, exactly.
You need it to feel, which is something the Alien Covenant could have done really well. Like if you think about it, like a colony ship with like people who are all family with each other. Like
That could have set up ties that are meaningful and they're broken.
all the characters they were all married to each other.
Oh,
you know, like
absolutely.
they were all couples.
Are you talking
And
about Covenant?
Yeah, Covenant.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like you could have made each death feel like
Well,
someone lost someone.
They
But
had,
it just didn't translate over.
yeah, that
Yeah, Game of
fucking
Thrones, that
Covenant
shit.
movie. They
Yeah, but that-
deleted.
exactly Game of Thrones.
So,
shit.
well, let me say something about Alien Covenant. They fucking deleted. There were scenes on YouTube of deleted scenes, and most of them were like scenes of them all bonding, like on the ship, like drinking together and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? Why were those deleted scenes?
Sometimes too much bonding is a bad thing.
But
I
it
feel
was like 5 minutes.
Oh.
It was like a 5-minute scene.
What I think is,
It's like
I
Ridley
think-
Scott is senile.
you know those movies that also incorporate like the super happy music,
Yeah.
and then it gradually, like,
Yeah.
like how horror movies have like it comes down to the music sometimes.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Halloween.
You know how you'll
Oh,
hear
fuck.
like it'll either be like dramatic music set to an like you were talking about with Alfred Hitchcock, Culkins. But what I think would be great is like start a happy movie, like start sort of a happy song, and slowly sort of distort it
Yeah.
Or have like
and
a
make like it like that would be a really cool
or have like a song
effect
that
of a
would be
horror
like
movie.
would normally be happy, but then like in the context of it, it's like creepy as fuck. Like Tiptoe Through the Tulips. That song's supposed to be happy. It was happy when it was created and stuff, and maybe now
Yeah.
you hear it and you're like a little, that's kind
Insidious.
of weird. But then Insidious
It
came,
creeps
and
me
they
out
were
when they
like,
do that shit.
no,
And Sirius is like, we're
this song's not.
gonna
happy.
fucking make this song play in your head over and over and over. You like prequels, Culkins?
Yes. Well,
That
Watch,
shit
you
gets-
like Darth
gets
Maul?
under my
Also-
skin.
Watch.
also
Insidious.
that's something.
You won't
that-
like Darth Maul that much.
Going back to the lore, though, now that you just brought up Insidious, like too much lore also makes it feel like a world movie and
Yeah.
less about a horror movie. Like Insidious.
It's good. It's not
once
great.
once they established like the characters and the overlapping
other-
timelines, and there was this dimension with all these rules, it started to feel like an actual movie.
Yeah.
Like by the third one, it wasn't scary at all because, it was like people fighting these things.
See, I liked like in The Thing and Alien. God, we just keep coming back to them. They're so good. But I liked how their monster. They like tried to like fight back against it, but
Yeah.
there's really nothing they can do. I don't like.
He set it on fire.
It set on fire, but I mean it kept fucking
Plus,
coming back, and like every time they burned it and thought they killed it, it just kept coming back.
I mean,
I like that.
I've said this during the Alien playthrough that I like to hold to my theory that is really out there, but I like to hold to my theory that the aliens are actually intelligent and they're just like, what if you're like infringing on their territory, and so they're just leading like a game of psychological warfare. It's in some form, and
Well,
then
I'll be honest,
they
they're-
just like keep coming back. That's why they keep coming back.
They're essentially
like, what if it's more than one alien though?
The thing is with Alien, my perspective is that it's just like an animal, and it's like think of a raccoon in your house. It's go crazy. So like the alien's like in
But
this
a
ship, and
raccoon
it's
won't
like
stab
not.
you through the chest and make its babies explode.
A
out of
raccoon
it.
will fuck you up though. Raccoons have killed people.
Not if I fuck that raccoon up first. You see, I can. This goes back to the thing. I can
Okay,
fuck up
imagine a
raccoon.
bear is in your house.
Okay.
or a
yeah, I can't
bobcat.
fuck up a bear.
Like the bear's like, wow, I don't know where the fuck I am. I'm kind of scared. What's an animal gonna do? Naturally, is a reaction. Can't fuck shit up.
Also, the thing with Alien though is, I think that's kind of weird with Alien though. Now we're going back to the creature aspect. Is that it doesn't really. I mean, I guess it does to a certain degree. It just doesn't have really much of a motivation for killing people. You know, it
Unless
doesn't like
Yeah.
eat them.
Yeah.
unless
It's a weird thing.
it was committing, unless it was engaging in psychological warfare.
Okay.
And because this
okay.
is an intelligent
We're gonna-
creature, what if there's more than one alien
We're
and
gonna
it
wrap
just
this
keeps
up.
replacing each
You know
other?
what?
So if you have
Calkins,
any last
why don't
comments?
why don't you play
I-
some Lego Star Wars?
I
Over
still
in the
don't
corner.
even understand what you're trying to get at there.
So,
it's just killing people.
all in all, you guys have any last comments, anything like that?
No.
Stop
Coke, you
making
owe me a
shitty
Coke.
movies. For
Yeah.
the love of fuck.
So don't go see Strangers. 2, if you do, buy a
Whoa.
ticket for
You're getting pretty strong there.
I don't know,
Calkins.
buy a fucking ticket for goddamn
up.
Peter Rabbit, and then go watch
Or
Strangers.
Christopher Robin starring Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, something like I don't know. Buy a ticket for something
And-
else. Just
and
don't give
Ted is
Strangers money.
Obi-Wan, a Star Wars story,
But,
starring
alright.
Ewan McGregor.
We will see you later. I don't know
the
if
PG.
I don't know if anything. I don't know if the next thing you'll see is a game playthrough or podcast, but
Get me the fuck out of
Well,
here.
You'll find out when we find out.
Yeah.
we'll find. Yeah,
We'll actually
exactly.
probably find out like 15 minutes after we find out.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
All right. Au revoir.
Just kill me.